Greetings, family. How are you today? I wanted to pop in with another word of encouragement for our stay-at-home mamas. Today, I wanted to talk about the importance of support systems and how we cannot at all do it alone. Whether we are starting a business, whether we are raising a family, we need people in our corner to support us, to share knowledge with us, to connect us with others, to pour into our children, to bring different perspectives and mindsets to whatever challenges we may be facing, or whatever situations we may find ourselves in. And so I wanted us to consider, I'm sure we've all heard, it takes a village to raise a child. It takes everyone in your community, whether it's your family members, whether it's people who live in your actual neighborhood, aunties, uncles, godparents, friends, schools, communities, teachers, everybody is an asset and plays such a pivotal role and allows us to not overextend ourselves to the point where we're not able to function in the areas that we absolutely need to function. And so I want to spend today just encouraging you to not feel like you have to do it all by yourself. And as a matter of fact, be intentional about creating those support systems if you don't already have them. Reach out to your friends who have children that are in the same age range as your children. Um, Link up and maybe create little pods of safety pods of folks that, you know, you're operating in a safe way, you feel comfortable getting your children together, especially in this season, whatever it is that makes you feel most comfortable. Tapping into a church, your local church or mosque, whatever your belief system is, but kind of tapping into the community center aspect of that place of worship. Being honest with your friends and family about what your needs are. If you're feeling overwhelmed, and maybe they can come pick the children up for an hour or two and take them for a ride, or take them to the park, or just come sit with you and talk so that you don't feel like you're sitting in the midst of all the craziness by yourself. Those things are super, super important. If you know that you're not getting the time that you need, the quiet and alone time that you need, having someone come and sit with the children, or if you have an older child, I think depending on what your state is, but typically over 13, 14 years old, they're able to watch younger siblings, to just take a drive around the neighborhood for an hour, clear your head, or even just sometimes I sit out front in the car. I don't even drive anywhere. I just sit in the car in front of my house, and it's so peaceful. Right now, if you can't hear, we have cicadas, and they provide like this constant white noise in the background. And so sometimes it's very relaxing to just kind of just sit and listen to the birds chirping and the cicadas buzzing, and let that just be my moment of peace, and just allow thoughts and ideas to kind of settle where they need to settle. The other thing that I'm sure I've touched on before is you don't have to be all things to all people. And taking a fine-tooth comb throughout your life and kind of looking at places where you might be overextending yourself, or extending yourself into a space where it actually should be handled by someone else. As moms, that can look like making sure that each child knows what their responsibilities are in the house. I have an amazing reward system that I have for my youngest, where, keeping your room clean, brushing your teeth, just all these things that are reminders to him on his chart about what his responsibilities are. And that even though they're tiny things, they're small things, that takes it off of my plate most of the time. To have to be like, hey, you need to do this, you need to do that, you need to do this. It saves me words, it saves me energy, and it saves me time. And that little bit of time adds up and provides peace. Like, that's time where I can now make a cup of tea and sit at the table. Now I can finish wrapping up breakfast or lunch or whatever it is, but like peacefully, without interruption. And so take a fine-tooth comb. I definitely encourage you to just look over some of those areas in your life where you are not managing time at the highest level in regards to how you're allocating your energy, and being okay to distribute those duties as they need to be distributed. And so for some people, I'm a doula. I work as a birth and postpartum doula. And a lot of times with our families, as we're having our consults and we're kind of doing our prenatals or even working postpartum in the home, it's an opportunity to really look at how life is laid out and where you could get some support, in addition to doula support, to make your life easier. And so for some families, it looks like creating a portion of the budget to go towards meal prep, because based on the careers of both parents, it's too much. They don't have time. Attitudes are coming up. How come you're not cooking this? How come you're not doing that? And it just causes unnecessary stress where it's like, hey, can we both invest $100 a week, or can our family invest $200 or whatever the cost may be for this meal prep? And then that becomes a non-issue. If your partner or spouse is not able to put all this energy into cleaning the home, it might be worth paying someone to come in and clean your home every other week, and then it becomes like a non-issue. You know, having someone come in and do that deep cleaning, that way you can focus your energy where you are needed most and where you will make the most impact. I don't even want to get into if you're running a business as a parent at the same time, but these are going to be some hacks that really save you time and energy and allow you to focus on your family, allow you to focus on your business or your partner or your spouse or your life or yourself, right? Because it's just so imperative. We have to do it or else we're going to burn out. And so just wanted to encourage you to take a look at your community, take a look at your village, see who you can work with and who you can, I don't know, barter with maybe. What kind of play dates can you schedule so that you're alleviating that stress of having to be your child's primary source of entertainment in this season? These things matter, and they seem super simple, but something as simple as creating a portion of your budget to be for meal planning, or to have someone come in and clean every other week, or scheduling play dates. These are things that can have a really, really, really positive impact on how you function throughout your week. So that's it. I just wanted to encourage you all to rest in the knowledge that, like, you don't have to do everything by yourself. And there are very creative and simple ways that you don't have to do everything by yourself. So I hope that you all have a wonderful rest of your week, and I will talk to you soon.